Hello, baseball fans. Before Thursday's action gets kicked off, let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. In the National League Central, the Atlanta Braves did battle with the Brewers in Milwaukee, and the Brewers annihilated the opposition. The final was 13-1. David Price gave the bullpen a day off, turning in a complete game effort in the win. He currently has the most wins in the National League. The Cincinnati Reds took on the Nats in Washington, D.C., and it was the Nationals who came out on top 6-1. Taylor Jordan started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. The St. Louis Cardinals paid visit to Wrigley Field to take on the Cubbies, and St. Louis was victorious in this one, the final 4-3. Kevin Segrist earned the victory on the mound, his first of the season. The San Diego Padres visited PNC Park to play the Pirates, and it was San Diego who got the W in this one. The final was 1-0. Andrew Cashner earned the win on the mound, his 11th of the year. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim took on the Rockies in interleague action in the Mile High City, and it was the Rockies who came out on top 7-2. Eddie Butler started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. The Phillies paid visit to the City of Angels to take on the Dodgers, and it was the Dodgers who came out on top. The final was 7-4. Fred McGriff showed off his power, blasting 2 home runs and picking up 3 RBIs in the process. Zach Greinke earned the victory on the mound, his 8th of the season. The Mets battled the Giants at AT&T Park, and it was the Mets who came away victorious, the final 4-3. John Mayberry Jr. was clutch at the plate as he picked up 3 RBIs. The Oakland Athletics paid visit to Yankee Stadium to do battle with the Pinstripers, and it was the Yankees who came away with the win. Final score was 4-2. Jacoby Ellsbury was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. Justin Wilson came out of the pen to earn the victory, his 9th on the season. The Miami Marlins were in New England to play the Boston Red Sox in interleague action, and it was the Marlins who came out on top. The final score was 3-2. Tom Kohler was the winning pitcher in this one, his 7th victory of the year. The Blue Jays were in the south side of Chicago to take on the White Sox, and the Blue Jays came away with the win in extra innings, the final 5-3. Adam Lind was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game. He currently leads the American League in batting average. The Houston Astros were in Cleveland to play the Indians at Progressive Field, and the Astros came away with the extra innings win. Final score was 4-2. The Tampa Bay Rays took on the Royals at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, and it was Kansas City who came away victorious. The final score was 9-3. The Orioles were in Minnesota to take on the Twins, and Baltimore was victorious. The final 7-3. Carlos Gomez was phenomenal at the plate, picking up 2 round trippers. He is currently in the top 5 in the American League in slugging percentage. Bud Norris was the winning pitcher in this one, his 7th victory of the year. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the AL. The Tigers paid visit to the Mariners in the Emerald City. The Tigers came away with the win. The score was 4-1. Anibal Sanchez earned the victory on the mound and had the strikeout pitch working as he racked up 12 in this one. The Diamondbacks visited the Rangers at Globe Life Park in Arlington, and the Diamondbacks slugged their way to a big-time victory. The final score was 14-3. Mark Trumbo dominated. Happy Friday, baseball fans. Before the weekend series get underway, here are the highlights from Thursday's action. Looking first at the NL East, the Reds went up against the Marlins in Miami, and the Marlins came away with the win. The score was 2-1. Jose Fernandez was the winning pitcher in this one, his 7th victory of the year. Heading into today, the Marlins sit atop the NL East. They have a small half-game advantage. The Cardinals matched up against the Buccos at PNC Park, and it was the Pirates who prevailed. The score was 2-1. Looking at the standings, the Pirates sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of 1st. The Cardinals are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out.